Welcome back to my holiday countdown coach spotlight. My name is Kari Langkamp, and I am thrilled today to have a wonderful guest with me who I met briefly a number of years ago. And she left that much of an impression on me with her amazing energy and just knowledge that was pouring out of her that I wanted to share her with you. So her name is Gail Keyes-Allen, and I would love for you to just share what you do and who you are if you would like.
Thank you for inviting me.
You are
So,
welcome.
who I am, I like to start with I'm a 69-year-old woman and I'm a badass. And I didn't know I was a badass until probably 5 years ago.
All right.
Even though other people saw it in me, I didn't see it in myself. So, we were just talking. I am a money and business coach. And now I'm adding it through the lens of manifestation and a logical way that everyone can manifest that makes sense based on neuroscience. And I am extremely excited to kind of like up level the journey I'm already on.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. And I know your kind of backstory about when you first found coaching is a powerful example of the manifestation process that the way
Right,
you do it, right? Your own
right.
flavor of it.
Right. So I was an accountant for the last 20 years of my career. Accounting is very logical. There's a formula to it. And, I'm certified by the Life Coach School with the self-coaching model, and it's very logical. And it just clicked in my brain. So all the spiritual principles that I had been hearing Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, like all these people from 30 years ago, really
Right.
teaching me, it all seemed above my head. But when I learned the model, it just all came in place and made so much sense. And so I tripled my corporate salary my first year in business. It still blows my mind. I mean, I left my job because I was sick of it kind of all along, but it paid six figures. I mean, it didn't pay
Sure.
six figures when I got it, but I started making six
Eventually.
figures.
Yeah.
And it felt safe. I had just gone through a divorce, and so I was afraid, I needed my salary. I needed a paycheck and needed good benefits. At the time, my daughter was a teenager, so I did the logical thing.
Yeah.
But as my daughter grew up and I started growing and discovering coaching, I started dreaming bigger. And that's the biggest thing I want people to do is to dream so big. Like I have a 6-year-old grandson, and him and my daughter live with me, and he dreams so big, and we dream together. So it just really lights me up to help women dream bigger. And with the model, with the self-coaching model, there's a process for going after the results we desire. Nobody Nobody tells us that. When we're kids, they tell, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, you should go to college, especially as women. You should go to college and then get a good job, meet a great man, get married, have kids, and somewhere in there buy the house. Then you drive the car, take vacations, and then one day you retire and you vacation every day for the rest of your life until you die. Like, that's the story we're sold, but what happens to the people whose story did not turn out that way?
Yeah.
That's what I'm really passionate about because most of our stories did not turn out that way. We maybe got halfway along the road, the yellow brick road, and everything came down crashing.
Yeah.
That's like I know you can hear it in my voice. Like that's what I get so excited about, helping women dream bigger. I just saw the second part of Wicked last
Mm.
weekend. And I always, since I was a kid, back in my day, The Wizard of Oz used to come on once a year.
Right.
We
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
have like on demand stuff, right?
Yeah.
Every single year I watched The Wizard of Oz. So to see this happening now, like I use analogy. I already used analogies from The Wizard of Oz before Wicked ever came out.
Yeah.
So it's so interesting. You get to click your heels and dream and think bigger and be whisked away to this magical place that isn't really, it is magical, but it's not so magical.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's the Wizard of Oz is life. It really is life. I don't even know how I got on the Wizard of
That's
Oz
all
kick.
right. I use that
But,
metaphor all the time too, right? Like you already
oh,
have the shoes. We
yeah,
just have to look down and realize they're there and then
yes,
find out how they work, right? Like if
yes,
nobody's told you that you have to click the heels, you might be walking around in great shoes and you don't know it,
totally. So,
right?
not to get too much on a tangent, but I'm on Substack now,
Yes, which is
and
amazing.
thank you. And
Yeah,
I went on Substack because I always wanted to be a writer since I was a kid. That was my big dream, and adults poo-pooed it, and I ended up majoring in business. And one day, like my email list wasn't growing, and I was for months, okay, like, how can I solve this? How I'll send more. My open rate still didn't get better. I changed, I made all the changes they say make. And one day I called it divine download and said, check to see who's open in the past 6 months. If they haven't opened, delete them. And you're a writer and a coach and move to Substack. And the only reason I knew about Substack is because an author that I follow moved to
sure.
Substack and I started following her there. Um, and actually, since then, I've taken a writing class with her and like gotten more into the writing. But I just said, I've got to show up more as me and show up differently than I thought a coach
Right.
should be. And I had the name the old black lady. Like I just started calling myself, I'm just an old black lady, but nobody thinks I'm old. Like most people think I'm way younger than I am. I have the energy of a young person. And so I'm like, cognitive dissonance. I'm like, people see, like one of the pictures I use, I had a photo shoot and I have really nice legs. I had on like, I don't know, 5 inch, 4 inch stilettos. I don't know. My legs up in the air with my dress on, showing my legs. And then I say I'm the old black lady. And people are like, what? Huh? Like, but it just felt like me. So my Substack is called The Old Black Lady Chronicles, and I tell my stories and I teach women how to create magic in their lives, in their careers, money, business. Um, so now I'm getting ready to elevate. And I've, been in kind of a creative funk, but I'm back. And I used to always name things in a very like kind of creative, outside the box way. And I started thinking about when I left my job, everyone thought I was crazy. They thought I was crazy for spending $18,000 on a coach certification, first of all. They thought I was crazy for leaving that good job where I made six figures. And I just started thinking about it. People have been using Delulu lately, like delusional. And I was like, people just were saying, she's so delusional. So that is going to be my focus for next year. She's so delusional and
Mm,
teaching women how to be delusional. And I'm on my own delusional journey. My journey is it's so many pieces to it, but one day, again, a divine download,
yeah.
I realized I'm sitting too much, which we all sit too much. And I
Mm,
said, I'm just going, my Apple Watch, reminds you to stand after an hour. And I said, every hour, I'm just going to slide my chair back and do squats. So then one day I'm like, let me just record it and put it on TikTok. I'm just going to be silly. I had maybe 200 followers on TikTok. Like, I'm not big on TikTok. Now I'm up to like 650 pretty quickly. So then I started just putting them on Substack, putting them on Facebook and Instagram, the same videos. So then I just started saying, I'm 69, squatting my way into my 70s. And it's like one thing, it's like you take one
felt.
step, another
Yeah.
step becomes clear. And then I gained like 30 pounds after the pandemic. And I
Mm,
had just lost the 30 pounds before the pandemic. And at 60, I think I was 62, had amazing abs. So last week I posted that I'm getting my abs back in my 70s. So that's my delusional framework and things with my business. But
yeah.
people are going to be saying next year, she's so delusional. And they're going to be saying that I'm so delusional. They're delusional. So this is the first time I'm telling anybody,
This is
talking
our
about
launch.
it. Um, and I'm on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I I think I shared, right? I met you briefly and I've kind of followed your journey since I met you. And I have so enjoyed, not that I've read everything you have on Substack, but every time
Right.
I do, right, I take some nugget away from it. And it's well written, it's entertaining, but it's like insightful. And
Mm.
and it's so you, right? Your voice comes through so clearly, and your humor and your energy. And
Thank you
and
for
and I
letting
think
me know
that,
that.
right, whether we're squatting our way to our 70s or I turned 50 this year, right? Like there we're all there are transitions all through our life. And we can
Totally,
use that same
totally,
knowledge
totally.
regardless of the transition you're in,
Totally,
right?
totally. And we can also use some cheerleaders.
Yes.
We can also use some support. I say, I wish I had coaching when I was in my 30s, 40s, 50s. I had it a little bit the end of my, like mid 50s, maybe, started hearing about it.
Sure.
But if my life would have been so different. So I just feel like it's up to us to spread the word of how amazing coaching is and how much we can change our lives and how much we can have hope for our futures because things are looking kind of crazy right now.
Mhm.
But if you lose hope, you lose everything.
Yeah.
And this is about staying in the delusion. All the stuff we're seeing, really, it's all delusion,
Yeah.
right? It's really all delusion because we create a story around it. So I always say to people, create a story that feels good instead of creating one that makes you lose sleep at night. Let's create a story that feels exciting and you look forward to getting up in the morning.
Yeah. And at least gives you, right? We can't control all that out there, but just the reminder that, right, you have control over
Totally.
what's happening in
Right
here, at
here.
least,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
And that's
yeah,
what's most important, how we're filtering everything
yeah,
that's going on around us. We have the ability to filter it.
yeah, yeah. And super powerful to do so.
Yes.
Yes. Well, where can we know they can find you on Substack and anything else? You mentioned TikTok. I'll make sure I include all of your links with this. Is there
Okay.
anywhere you want to direct people, I guess?
Really I mean, Substack is really my main spot in Facebook, but I am starting, excuse me, I'm having a workshop next week
Oh,
on stop accepting the breadcrumbs. Like, stop saying I'm fine, it's okay, settling for very little, so I can share that information.
amazing.
And then in January, I'm totally expanding what I'm doing, but I'm doing another workshop called Take Your Vision Off the Board.
Okay.
And it's more about vision boards, what happens after you create the vision board, not the vision board, but what happens after.
Right.
And this is the first time I'm doing it live at the library near me, and I'm doing it online.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so that's some of the things I have going
Okay.
on. But I also decided that next year, She's So Delusional, I will be having monthly workshops on She's So Delusional and whatever else,
Comes out of
unfolds
that and builds from that,
around that.
right? Yes.
Yeah, but
Awesome.
Substack is where I am every day.
Okay.
I go live there. I do Substack notes. So that's really the best
Okay.
place, where I'm
Yeah.
very visible.
I think the other thing I love about your Substack, as somebody who is on there myself, but still feels like I don't think I'm using this to its potential.
Mm.
Like I love that you have like just gone all in and I'm seeing ways of using it that I haven't tested out yet. Like, oh, that's fun.
Mhm.
Look at she did that. That works there too. And it's such a beautiful platform for long form, but also short and video
Totally.
and all of these places. So yeah.
Totally. And feel free to just experiment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me.
You're
And
welcome.
I will share this And we'll include all of your links so people can find your workshop next week and find you on Substack and elsewhere. And
Okay.
we'll go from there. Anything else you want to share with anybody who happens to be
No,
tuning in?
I just want to say, keep dreaming, dream big, and end the year. Oh, I am doing life and business audits. So, like a 1 hour audit, so that you end the year clean with a new big goal for the new year instead of starting with a resolution or some
Yeah.
craziness that you end, in a month or two. So, but I'll give you all the
Okay.
information. But I just want to say sparkle, dream. Oh, and this is the other thing. I create magic in my world. And so I just want people to know there is magic all around you. All you have to do is tap into it.
Mm,
That it's all about creating magic.
amazing. I love it. I feel like I need a little sparkle filter to come follow you around on that. Not sure I'm techie enough for that, but amazing. So thank you so much for joining me today.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate having your time and spending time with you today. Thank you for your vision, and we'll catch up soon.